Welcome to another episode of Mostly Sci-Fi. I'm Mostly Sci-Fi and I'm your host. Please like and subscribe and donate to the Patreon if you can. It is hot as hell in Charlotte. I'm talking about 90 something degrees, and I'm going to pick up my son from summer school. So what we're going to talk about while I'm driving, I just learned how to drive like last year, like last August. So barely a year. I'm like 40 something years old, and I just learned how to drive because I'm a New Yorker and I lived most of my life in Shanghai. And so, drive is like a new thing to me. So talking and driving kind of is a little difficult for me sometimes, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. So, what I want to talk about today is the list of A24 horror movies and the advent of the new horror movie. And I think that A24 has done this very well in terms of the horror genre. It's really hard to make me scared. It's really hard to make me want to engage. Like, for example, I just did a video on A Quiet Place Day One, which was garbage. Some people liked it. It was like a 75 or something on Rotten Tomatoes. It just didn't tickle my fancy. I thought it was a horrible movie. So it takes a lot, to hold my interest, especially in a horror movie. Okay? And the company that I keep going back to get satisfied, like in the horror genre, is A24. They just came out of nowhere. Like, I don't even know. Like, I think like in 2015, they just started coming out with like movies. The first one that I watched was The Witch, and that movie was terrifying with the black goat, Philip the black goat. It was very engaging. I had watched it already like 3 times already, because I always find something kind of new in the movie. And so one of the movies, that movie, The Witch, was very good. It comes at night, which is like these kind of cerebral type psychological movies that is not about like jump scares, but it's about the psychology of the psychological scare. Okay, Alien is like jump kind of scare stuff and kind of lore that gets you afraid, the kind of ickiness of your body being invaded by a foreign organism. That's the fear of that, right? And then you got the fear of the devil or the fear of evil, and I think that A24 does a good job. I think that the most recent movie that they came out with was I saw it on Late Night with the Devil. Okay, so Late Night with the Devil, I saw that. It was really good. It was engaging. I'll give that like an 8 out of 10. They got another one. It came on the TV or something. I forgot the name of it, but it was like it came on the TV or something like that. I thought that was a pretty good one. But another favorite of mine is Barbarian. Barbarian was pretty good. That's from A24. They got another movie they got 2 connected movies by the same director, and that is Hereditary and Midsommar. So Hereditary is like, I can't really explain it. It's hard to explain. I don't even know what to say about that movie. But Midsommar is about some Swedish dude who's like some vagabond college student or whatever, and then he invites his like American college friends to his commune, and all hell commences to break loose because they're kind of like a cult and stuff like that. And it's really graphic and crazy. And so I give that, it was like a freaking like almost 4-hour movie. Like I think what was it, like 3 hours and some more minutes. So Midsommar was like crazy, and it's supposed to be connected to Hereditary. They're supposed to be like some kind of like sister movies, even though they're not like officially connected. But the director says they're like not canonically connected, but just like they're sister movies, you know. So Hereditary, Midsommar was really good. A24 has a new movie out that's coming out called The Heretic. I didn't see the trailer yet of Heretic, but I'm going to see it. So, you know, like there's a lot of interesting movies coming out by A24. They're just doing it, man. They're doing it. I love the Witch. You have to see The Witch. It's really good. There's another movie out that I saw. I don't think that's by A24 though. It's called Alone, about a woman who's like her boyfriend died or something in some way. I forgot how he died, but her boyfriend died, and she's kind of trying to move on by moving to another place or another state or something. And so she takes everything in like a U-Haul and gets in her little station wagon or whatever you call it these days, the SUV, and starts driving to wherever she's gonna go, which is kind of like across country. And then there's a guy that kind of fancies her, right? And basically he's like following her and stuff like that. And he's basically like a serial killer. Okay, so he's like it's kind of based on, you can see that it's based on like the BTK killer, like the bind, torture, BTK, bind, torture, kill. Okay, yeah. So it pretty much, you could say it's based on the bind, torture, killer. Like if you like serial killer stuff like that, you can watch. There's a TV show, Mindhunter, that's really good. That you can see that if you're interested in that, because I like all the serial killer stuff. I got the Encyclopedia of Serial Killers, which I thought was like pretty decent. It's my son. Aries, come in. Okay. So I really like serial killer kind of movies and TV shows and stuff like that. Mindhunter was really good, but it was only like 2 seasons. I don't know why Netflix stopped it. They always do that, like something that's really good, they kind of stop it. And it's just like, well, why you want to cancel it for? It's like a really good TV show, right? All right, I gotta pick up my son. Hold on.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Alright, going
Yes. Come on, my son. What's today?
The 1st of July. It's the 1st of the month.
It's the 1st of the month. Get up, get up, get up. It's the 1st of the month.
I can't believe I haven't thought about that all day for this now.
Let's see, it's 3:40 now. All right. Thanks,
Have
my
a great
friend.
day. Bye,
You too,
Aries.
brother.
See you tomorrow.
Say bye, man.
Bye.
Okay. So I'm making a video, Aries, so I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the video, okay? All right. So, you know, Heretic looks like it's going to be good. You know, I've seen a bunch of pretty decent like horror movies. Alone. And then there's another movie about a witch. It's called You Won't Be Alone with You'll Never Be Alone or something like that, and it's with Naomi Rapace, and she plays a witch or something like that, it was really good. I watched it. It's called You'll Never Be Alone. It's a really good movie. I would give it like a 7.5, something like that. So, it's hard to find like pretty decent movies. Like the exact last horror movie that I saw, which was kind of like a disappointment, was Aries. What was that movie called with the spider?
Sting?
Yeah. Oh, that movie was kind of disappointing because they could have did a whole lot with it. But there's one that's equivalent to it that's from France. It's called Infestation. So that one is supposed to be leagues better than Sting. It's gotten like an 8 or something out of 10 in IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes or whatever. So at some point I'm going to check it out. So I like that like kind of scary movie, serial killer kind of thing. Right now, Netflix sent me a suggestion, which is an anime actually. It's not like, a realist movie, but it's an anime, and it's called Monster. And it's like on the top 20 of the best animes of all times, about some kind of neurosurgeon or something and a serial killer. I'm only like 4 episodes in, but it's really good. And so the only thing is, like, you got to read the subtitles, and it's 76 episodes. So I don't know if I'm going to get through it all, but it's about some serial killer, like killing people and stuff like that, and some neurosurgeon or something like this. So I'm going to watch it. It's called Monster. I'm probably going to watch it when I get right back home. So yeah, so those are the kind of movies that are, that are out right now that I'm interested in. But the most thing that I am like, there's nothing that's gonna top my anticipation, like what I want right now, than Alien Romulus and Alien, the new TV show. Oh my God, I'm like in front of a dump truck. Wait a minute, I'm letting him go. So there's nothing that's kind of piquing my interest right now. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take that back. There's some movie called Trapped by M. Shyamalan. But the problem with M. Shyamalan, like, he disappoints a lot. Like, he disappoints a lot. He disappoints more than he satisfies you. Okay, so, the last great movie I'd say was Split, right? Which was like really good. And then they had Mr. Glass, which was kind of you got all these kind of movies, and they're just kind of like, they always got to have a twist. I like The Devil. The Devil was pretty good, but like M. Shyamalan is like, oh, and I like Sighting or whatever with Mel Gibson. That was really good. Okay, but most of the time he's disappointing in the box office. So I am not going to like hold my breath to say, oh, this guy is going to do good. Trapped looks like it's going to be good. It's like some serial killer. He's stuck in some kind of millennial concert or something like this, like Gen Z concert. And he's trying to kill somebody, his last kill, and it has Josh Hartnett in it. If you don't know Josh Hartnett, he was in Black Hawk Down and I think 30 Days of Night or something. Actually, Josh Hartnett went to my school, like at SUNY Purchase, because I graduated from SUNY Purchase. So, and then he got thrown out of the school because he was smoking marijuana. So they threw him out because of drugs. But everybody's smoking weed now. So, I mean, last laugh is on them, right? So, I mean, pretty much that's it. Like A24 got the MVP right now in terms of like who's dishing out the best movies, like who's dishing them out. And there's probably other movies that I should have said that I don't know, but A24 is constantly coming out with stuff. And it's between them and Blumhouse. So Blumhouse is coming out with scary movies too, but they ain't messing with like A24. A24 is coming out with that originality stuff, and they're doing great. I just see great things in the future for A24. So, and this week I'm going to see Bad Boys for Life, because I just went and saw Bad Boy. I saw Bad Boys for Life, and then they got the Bad Boy Ride or Die. If you don't know, like Bad Boys for Life was the best. They've made the most money with that movie. They made almost close to $500 million with Bad Boys for Life, with Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. Like, they're just like Abbott and Costello with guns. You know, so I just like, yeah, boy. So I'm loving that, and I just bought a ticket on I think on Thursday to see Bad Boys Ride or Die or whatever. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good, because there's no woke bull crap. It's just that formula that they had in the 2000s, in the early 2000s. Okay, that action formula that they had, like jokes and action and all that, without nothing being woke. There's not one woke element in Bad Boys, and I'm just loving it. Martin Lawrence is smart. Martin Lawrence is funny. If you ever seen him as Dragonfly Jones, I mean, you got to see Martin Lawrence. Go to YouTube and put Dragonfly Jones in your search engine. Dragonfly Jones compilation. You're gonna laugh your butt off. This guy, Martin Lawrence, is a legend when it comes to making people laugh. So, I mean, like I said, the Abbott and Costello of our time, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. So stay tuned. This is mostly sci-fi. Well, mostly. My son is asleep.